Okay, sound is on. Turn this shit off. And of course, my screen went away because that's how things happen. That's how they work here. All right, there we go.
You got the struggle princess in here. You gonna be struggling.
That's the wrong one.
I see faces.
Why is this happening?
Give us a minute while we work through our technical difficulties.
Sometimes I just don't like OBS. Sometimes it just decides to do its own thing.
You know.
So I'm gonna try and fix this on the fly. But yes, welcome people.
Are you live?
Yeah, we're live. We're live. We're just having technical difficulties. That's all. Live technical difficulties. That's the wrong screen.
Live technical difficulties in the chat right now, you guys. The struggle is real. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring the struggle to the stream. My bad.
Oh snap! It's Kuuppon.
My bad.
It's all Kuuppon, everybody. So don't blame me. It's
bad.
Kuuppon. You know what? I will just switch the screens around. How about that? So we'll do this. How about that? Now, can I be a star like that stupid girl? Okay, so let's start. What's going on, everybody? We're back. Another week of Team Red Talks Nintendo. While I get my shit sorted here. But in Canada, we're the best. But yes, what is going on? We're here. We're talking about Nintendo as usual. We got a lot of topics today, and of course, we're gonna have questions at the end. So start thinking of questions now, so you can actually participate at the end. They can't hear us. That's impossible. The sound is on.
They can't hear me in the
That's. Let me turn you up then. Okay, try saying something.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Okay, I put it really loud. They should be able to hear you now.
Hopefully.
Okay. I think we're good. Things are happening. Things are happening.
Oh wow, you still use that white border for OBS?
I do. All right, I keep it old school. All right, so
yeah, they're good.
Okay, they're good now. Everyone's good now. Let's start with introductions since I don't know if you guys remember us because sometimes we skip out on podcasts. But yes, why don't you guys introduce yourselves, starting with Kuuppon.
Oh my god. So I'm sorry guys, disclaimer, didn't mean to bring the struggle over here. He over here struggling. But you know, it follows me wherever I go and I wear it proudly and loudly. So yeah, I've been playing a little bit of Overwatch, a little bit of Paragon, trying to get into Dauntless on this crappy little little computer I got here, but soon we will have the struggle PC up and running. We already got the chassis and all sorts of things together, so we're just working through it, and soon it'll be up and running, and I'll be playing PC games, and I will ascend to the
glorious.
So I will be ascending soon, and I will have a struggle ascension. That's what we will call it.
Oh,
but yeah, I've been playing that, and I actually been playing a few little games here. I actually played on the Wii U. Stop. Don't say nothing. I was playing something on the Wii U with my friend because she still has a Wii U, and she wanted me to play with her, so I played a few games there. But I had to, settle her on over to my glorious Switch, and she's now enraptured by it, and she shall also purchase one soon. Hopefully, if they're in stock anytime this millennium.
Excellent.
Oh snaps!
Well, I managed to get a second Switch, so I don't know what everyone else is
lucky you. Well,
but
you're in Canada, that's why.
That's true. Everything's better here. But okay, well, why don't you introduce yourself, Nia? Yes, we play the Switch here. I've actually seen people on the SkyTrain with the Switch. I saw a guy at the movie theater with the Switch.
You're like Alex's life is like legit a Switch commercial.
I lived the life of the guy in the commercial. I took my Switch on the airplane. Some random blonde woman sat down beside me and we started playing Switch. I was like, "Get off my Switch, bitch!" And then, but that's the life that we live over here in Canada. It's a very Switch happy nation.
Hilarious.
Just saying.
My name is Nia, the video gamer. You guys already know I'm part of the Team Red regular panel. I mean, I don't know why I felt the need to say that. I'm just really tired today. Sorry. This whole early day thing is really. Y'all know I'm a night owl, so I'm not really accustomed to all this. But I've been playing Dauntless. That's pretty much all I've been playing. I really want to play other games, but I'm just so enthralled with this game that I cannot play it. Like, I cannot play other games when I am addicted to a game. Like
XCX moments right here. She's having
I
a little
can't
bit drawback.
Been waiting to play some damn Splatoon.
I can't do it, man. I can't. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing, man.
I
Dauntless.
just want to play some fucking Salmon Run, but since
I know,
can't play when I
goddamn.
want to fucking play, I gotta wait for time zones and shit. What the fuck?
Alright, well, I'm Active Sin. Obviously, you're on the channel. You know who I am, I would assume. But yeah, I've been playing this fucking god-tier masterpiece of a game called Nier Automata. It's amazing. Everyone should have this game. It's incredible. Apparently, you gotta play through it like 3 or 4 times, because each time you start a new playthrough, you start with a different character. So I did the first character, who's this this robot chick, 2B. So I did her story. I'm playing with this kid now, this fucking nerd. So I'm playing with him. And then on the third playthrough, I guess you play with this crazy ninja chick. So I'm looking forward to playing this through several more times, because this game's amazing. But other than that, what have I been playing? I played Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't like that game. It is boring as fuck. So I stopped playing that, and I think that's it. I've just mostly been playing
That's
these.
because you played Zelda, and now you're
Yeah,
just in an open world, and you wanted to
made-
climb things and do things, and you couldn't.
You know what? That's
and
actually true. Zelda
That's
Breath
exactly
of the
why you
Wild
didn't
has ruined Horizon for me, because I cannot.
ruin any open world.
But especially Horizon, because they're so similar. But like,
Yeah, that's true.
I can't play Horizon because I'm looking at the mountains and there's stuff I want to climb and I want to explore, but you can't do it. You're so limited to what you can do. It's crazy. I just want to run around, chop down trees and shit. You can't do it. Even when you jump in the water, there's like no water ripples. It's fucking garbage. I don't know. Like, it's just so.
The water.
This dude legit mad at the game because of no
Mad at
water.
the
It's
water.
so stupid. Like, it's not my fault they went for hyper realism, but if you're gonna go for hyper realism and you don't even have water ripples, like, get out of here. This shit is trash. But anyways, I don't understand why people like it so much. But that's just me. Hey, robot dinosaurs, that's cool. I thought I would like the game, but I do not. But let's move into some news. This is really funny news because this is a game that is DOA, because it's coming out September 28th on the fucking Wii U. Hive Jump. And if you guys remember, this is an indie game, and they were famously attacked because they kept the online mode off of the Wii U because they consider the Wii U to be a party system and it's local multiplayer only. I thought this trash had come out already, but apparently it's coming out this month on the deadass Wii U. So if you are a Wii U owner and you are still starving for games and you haven't moved on to the Switch gang, here you go. You can get Hive Jump and play by yourself because there's no online multiplayer.
And you were gonna play by yourself anyway.
Ain't nobody on
Ain't
that
nobody
damn Wii U.
there. So they made a smart move on that part, at least.
Yo, they should have put this shit on the Switch. What were they thinking? God damn.
Man, one thing I will say about this, even though I wholeheartedly agree that, you know, about this game being DOA, absolutely nobody's playing on a Wii U anymore, so this game is not going to sell at all. But one thing that I can say is at least they're sticking to their promise. They promised the Wii U people they're going to bring this game. They're going to take an L, but at least they're sticking to
They should have lied. They should have lied. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about that news just because I thought it was funny.
It's hilarious.
They will get no sales, and deservedly so. Let's move on. Nintendo is bringing back the NES Classic in 2018. So for those of you who were unable to get an NES Classic because Nintendo gave like 10 per store and never restocked them, you have your chance in 2018.
You can stand in line again.
Yeah, let's see what it says here. Nintendo's NES Classic Edition mini console is coming back. Nintendo said in a release today that last year's most popular but hard to find miniature version of the Nintendo Entertainment System will return to store shelves next summer. So that's, oh damn, that's like a year away. I thought it was going to be like early 2018. So, I don't know, guys. I don't think they're going to do pre-orders again. But if you missed out, you have a chance. You have hope, at least. So you don't need to spend $500 to get an NES Classic. I'm very happy I sold mine for triple what I paid. Now I can just go buy another one. So I'm excited for that. Are you guys excited for NES Classic? I know neither of you were able to... Well, Kuuppon, you got one, right?
What, an NES Classic?
Yeah, didn't you get one?
No, I don't.
Oh, neither of you got one then. Are you guys going to be getting one on this second restock?
Nah.
No, probably not. I don't really have...
Nah.
I don't really have like super fond memories of the NES because like I had an NES, but I was like super little, so I didn't really grow up with the NES. I just remember having one when I was little, but I really grew up with the SNES. So if I could get my hands on an SNES Classic, I think I'll be a little bit more excited about that. But even still, I'm not really going out of my way.
SNES has a little bit more to it than what the NES. The NES doesn't have as much, and the games on there is kind of. I like what they got on the SNES, so I get that. Hell yeah.
Okay, well, it's coming anyways for those of you who weren't able to get one. I'm excited to get one. I'm more of an SNES kid. I didn't really grow up with the NES. The SNES is my console. But still, it's just a cool thing to have, I think. So I'll try to get my hands on one again. But let's move on to the SNES Mini. And our favorite king of damage control, Reggie Fils-Aimé, president of Nintendo of America, has said, do not pay scalpers for an SNES Mini, as there will be enough stock. He says here, I would strongly urge you to not overbid on SNES Classics on any of the auction sites. You shouldn't have to pay more than $79.99.
Then get more freaking stock, you nuts. You've been doing this like every freaking time. Every freaking time this happens. God. And you gotta put a statement out. Don't buy from the scalper. Don't buy from the scalper. Well, how about you think like a scalper? Think like a scalper and get your stuff out.
Okay,
I'm mad.
First off, who here believes Reggie that they're gonna have enough stock of this thing?
No, they're not. They're obviously not, because they haven't had it so far, so...
Okay, I of course do not believe him because he lies a lot, but I'm perfectly fine as I have 2 SNES Minis pre-ordered, and yes, I am selling one, possibly 2 if the price is right. Don't get mad at me, get mad at Reggie, get mad at Nintendo for not making enough stock. It is what it is. I wouldn't hold my breath. If you don't have a pre-order, you probably won't get one. Maybe in 2019 they might restock it. Who knows?
Right.
But the SNES Classic is very cool. I like this console. It does cost more than the NES Classic and comes with less games, but the quality of games is better.
Exactly.
And the SNES games, the SNES is just like the greatest console ever. So it is what it is.
Like legit.
So we'll see. Hopefully he's telling the truth. Like, I would like for people to be able to get the SNES Classic.
Right.
But I just, based on their track record, I wouldn't hold my breath. And it's Reggie. He doesn't usually tell the truth.
He's just a puppet at this point. So
that's his job, though. Like, let's be real. He's good at his job, which is promoting their product. And like, I don't know why he's telling you not to buy from scalpers, because like, you're gonna do it anyways when they don't give you the stock.
Like if you really, really want it, you're gonna go and get it from a scalper.
Yeah, exactly.
Like people who have self-control and some kind of self-preservation are just gonna be like, well, fuck it then. I just won't be getting one.
Okay. Well, SNES Classic. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
I think it comes out this month, right? Pretty sure it's this month.
The SNES Mini?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought they had already.
I thought it had already came out.
No, it ain't out.
Or at least I thought they had opened the pre-orders already.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh
mean.
yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like day one, maybe they'll have stock. I don't know.
Doubt it.
Probably not.
That'll go out immediately. And then we'll be in a dry slump, and then they'll keep promising that they'll have more, and they won't, and then they'll cancel it, and you won't get one. Oh, that's just the story.
I really hope they learn their lesson, but we'll see. We'll see. I know I got mine, so I'm good, but we'll see. Hopefully, you all can get yours too. Let's move on to, you know what? Let's go to Wonder Boy on the Switch. We'll go with that one first.
Click.
Wonder Boy on the Nintendo Switch outsells all other versions combined. So, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the PC, all those game consoles, services, whatever, combined, did not sell as many units as the Nintendo Switch. That is pretty impressive, considering the console only has, what, like 4 or 5 million sales?
Yeah.
Versus, if you combine all those install bases, that's, what, like 150 million versus 5, and the Switch version still sold more.
And the Oceanhorn people, they tweeted and said that theirs did the same thing. It sold the most on the Switch than it did any other platform.
Now, while that is cool, like, you also have to take into account, like, the other consoles have more games, so there's more choices over there, and there is less choice on the Switch, but it's still good to see that these games are selling, which makes third-party devs, indie devs more keen to bring their games over. So that's really cool. I like to see stuff like this. Hopefully that continues to happen. A lot of games are selling well on the Switch. All Nintendo's games have hit at least 1 million. Like ARMS, Splatoon, Mario Kart, Zelda, of course, they've all passed at least 1 million. So that's impressive. This game's doing well. Super Street Fighter sold well, like 500,000 or something like that. So the games are selling. Whatever's coming to the Switch, like, obviously not every game is going to sell well, but I know that Game of the Year, Mom Hid My Game, will sell at least 1 million. That game's going to sell 1 million at least. But it's good to see. It's good to see.
I can't even pretend to be.
Bro.
I can't even pretend. Stop.
It's happening. Relax. But yeah, what do you guys think about this?
Well, I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty good, man. It really does prove that when you have a console and you allow that console's momentum to grow and increase and thrive the way that Nintendo's been doing, you cultivate interest around the console. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people are like, oh, well, it's selling well. Like, who cares? Like, it cares because when you generate interest around a console, it makes people want to buy stuff for it.
Yeah.
Like, like just the simple fact that the Switch can come off of a console like the Wii U, that there was really no hype around it. There was no desire for people to want to buy the console, let alone buy games for it. I think it's pretty impressive that now with the Switch, people are feeling the need to actually buy the offerings for the Switch. So I hope that it continues, man. I hope that, but in order for that to continue, Nintendo has to keep that momentum going. Like, they have to keep giving people a reason to why they should want to own a Switch, and why playing on the Switch is, a good choice. It's something that people should do. So,
Definitely.
Okay.
Awesome. This is good news. I like it. It's awesome. Keep doing this.
I hope more games
keep supporting the game. I hope a lot more games sell, and keep supporting the games that you like.
Not the
the ones that deserve it, most definitely. Don't just support a game just to support it. Like,
that's dumb.
That's just stupid. Well, I just want to support the game.
Speaking of a game that shouldn't be supported just for the sake of supporting, let's move on to Rockstar and LA Noire.
Yay.
Yay, yay, yay. The Switch is actually getting a Rockstar game, which in itself is exciting because we know Rockstar and Nintendo have very bad blood. They have not had a game on a Nintendo home console since Bully on the Wii back in like 2009. So it's almost been like 10 years. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. So that alone kind of shows you that the Switch has more legs than the Wii U ever did, and there's more faith in the console. That part's cool. But we have something on the Switch which is called the Switch tax. And it happens on certain third-party games, and this happens to be one of them. And that's not my only gripe with this game. There's another one, which I'll get into in a minute. But LA Noire is $10 more on the Nintendo Switch. It will be $50, where it is $40 on Xbox and PS4.
I can get this game for $1 at GameStop today. Fuck that.
And yeah, you definitely could. But that's not the only thing that sucks. It's that the games are not equal. The PS4 and Xbox One versions are remastered with new graphical fidelity, new lighting techniques, and several improvements to the game itself, whereas on Rockstar's own website, the Switch is listed as the original game with HD Rumble, Joy-Con support, and touchscreen mode. But graphically, it will be similar to the original game. That kind of sucks, actually. Not kind of. It really sucks, because the Switch is
hold on.
powerful
I'm going to
enough
play
have
devil's
a-
advocate, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to play devil's advocate because LA Noire is a very good looking game, even still today. It is decently looks good. However, I do agree that it still should have had. They still could have did some kind of up-resing for the Switch alone. They could have did something separate to make it look a little bit more appealing on the Switch with whatever it was capable with. I understand it's not going to get the high fidelity that it would get on the PS4 and the Xbox One and all that stuff. That's not what I'm asking for. But they could have did something specific for the Switch to make it look a little better and upgrade it along with the HD Rumble and all that stuff. But yeah, I could still get it for $1 at GameStop.
I did not know you could do that, but that is hilarious. But yeah, it's coming out $50, Switch tax in full effect, and it's because of the freaking game cartridge, I guess. But like,
yeah, that cartridge.
How big is this game? Like, it can't be. You must be able to fit it on, because there's no actual separate download like for NBA where you have to download half of the game. So like, it obviously fits on the one cartridge. So they're just passing the cost off, which is ridiculous.
There's something they're not paying for, so they want us to pay for it, is what it is. There's something they could have easily dropped the $1 for, and then it would have been perfectly fine, parity across the board. And on the same side, Nintendo should be making these games parity.
Yeah,
you know.
hopefully Nintendo finds a way to reduce the cost of these cartridges, because this Switch tax thing is gonna become a problem, and it's just annoying.
Yeah.
Now
it's gonna turn people off a lot.
To be fair, like, you could always delude yourself into believing you're paying $10 so it can be portable, but like, we really shouldn't be paying for that, because that's a mainstay feature of the Switch. That's not something you should be paying extra for. But just going to the Rockstar site here, LA Noire for Nintendo Switch features the complete original game. You do get all the DLC, which is nice. You get some enhancements with the Joy-Con mode, gyroscopic, gesture-based controls, HD Rumble, and a new over-the-shoulder camera angle. Whereas the PS4 and Xbox One version get the original game with all its additional DLC, as well as technical enhancements for greater visual fidelity, including enhanced lighting, clouds, new cinematic camera angles, high-resolution textures, and more. And plays in full 1080p or 4K if you are on the PlayStation 4 Pro or Xbox One X version. So, it is what it is. The game's coming. I think it's overpriced. Even in general, like $40 for a remaster, kind of high. I think it should be $20. And I guess I would make it $30 on the Switch. But we'll see. I'm not going to tell you to run out and buy this game just in fucking hopes that you might get Grand Theft Auto 5, because you have no control over that. Like, if you want to buy it for hopes to get Grand Theft Auto, go right
That's
ahead.
your prerogative.
That's your prerogative. Do whatever you want. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, you got to buy this game, guys. Otherwise you won't get Grand Theft Auto, guys.
Nah, that's stupid, bro.
That's stupid. Like, if you want the game, then that's more power to you. Do what you do. It's your money. It's your life. Great. But don't be trying to purchase this game in hopes that another game will come. Don't do that with any game on the Switch. Buy the games because you want them and there's something you're going to enjoy. And that's it. Like,
but if you never played this game and you got a Switch, then whatever, buy it there. Or you can buy it on the other consoles. It doesn't matter.
Where'd you hear this? What the frick?
Axe in the box, what? This axe in the box with this wishful thinking right now? Oh my god.
I don't know about all that, my friend.
Okay, and moving on.
Sony always wins, baby. Sony always wins. What the hell? What is he even talking about? But okay, let's move on. Switch tax. We'll get more into that a little bit later. But close this thing out. This is pretty cool. Nintendo possibly, finally, bringing something we've been asking for since the days of
2,000 years later.
Nintendo bringing achievements and leaderboards to the Nintendo Switch.
Wait, what?
Oh, I actually like this picture they got here. It's really cool. But let's move forward.
Yeah, that's nice. I'm gonna have
This
to rip
was
that.
with a Ask Me Anything on Reddit with the developers behind Lightspear. I never heard of this game, but apparently it's on the Switch. I saw it in the eShop, so I was like, what the hell? They asked this guy about online ranking system, if it's going to be added to the game, and he replied with, Nintendo does not have official support for achievements and leaderboards like Sony and Microsoft, but we know that they're working on it. Now, obviously, he speaks to Nintendo because he's making a game for them. He knows more inside stuff than we would. And if he's saying that they're working on it, I would take him at his word, because he has no reason to lie about it. It doesn't benefit him at all to lie about this. So, as far as I'm concerned, achievements and leaderboards are coming to the Switch. Now, this is really cool. This is something, believe it or not, a lot of people won't play a game unless it has achievements. A lot of people won't touch a system if it doesn't have achievements. And I know that sounds weird, but it's something that people have ingrained in them since like PS3 and 360. It's just something they like to do, and they don't like playing games unless they don't get achievements. Now, you may not like achievements. That's totally fine. But having it on the system doesn't hurt you in any way, because you can just continue not caring about achievements. But having something like this brings more people on board who would previously not be interested. So it's only a good thing. And a side benefit, it actually shows who's not playing games but claims they do. So I'm a big fan of achievements, and I'm excited to see what they do with it, because Nintendo could have their own little spin on it and do better than what's currently available with achievements, like tying them to eShop discounts or crazy stuff like that. So who knows? Like, what do you guys think about this? Achievements to the Switch, something we waited all generation for on the Wii U.
We don't need them. Get them out of here. What is the benefits of having achievements? My God, you have achievements in Nintendo games already. Who cares about that? And then the indie games, we don't care. They don't need achievements either. They have their own in-game achievement systems.
Oh my.
Forget this mess. Nah, I actually think it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I like achievements from time to time. Collect a couple achievements here and there. Sure, Nintendo always had their own like in-game achievement type of situation or whatever, but it's just nice to actually have, something to be like, hey, I finished this game, and this is my achievements or something like that.
When I'm talking about achievements, I'm not talking about specific game-by-game achievements on the fucking Miiverse, because like the Wii U had that. I'm talking about
yeah, they had that.
cross-system achievements that can be tallied and seen on your account profile. Something like that, like how it's done on PlayStation and Xbox.
And I think that's good for achievement hunters specifically. They like to collect and grab and get everything, and then to have it on your account to show that you grabbed everything and stuff. That's great, because after you finish a game, you don't have anything to show for it. You achieved everything, but there's nothing really to show for it. You just collected a bunch of heroic seeds, and you have shit to show for it, literally.
And you can't even message your friend that you collected them. But maybe one day.
One day, maybe. Switch gang, bang, bang.
Switch gang, bang, bang. Nia, thoughts? Achievements on the Switch?
I mean, I talked about this a little bit on my Twitter the other day. I personally don't care about achievements. Like, when I'm playing games on Steam and I get an achievement, I'm like, okay, whatever. I keep doing whatever I'm doing. But one thing that I can say is that one of the biggest downfalls, not downfalls, I don't want to say that because that sounds super like foreboding or whatever. But like one of the biggest problems with the Switch right now is that as good as the Switch is as far as its form factor and what it could do is concerned, and as good as the games are, Nintendo really doesn't give you any other incentives to stay on the Switch.
Right.
Like, you have a good game. Like, for example, you have a good game like Zelda. What are you going to do when you're done with Zelda? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no other incentive either, to watch Netflix or use a browser or any kind of way. There's no reason to really stay on your Switch and kind of make it like a lifestyle device, which is also like the potential of the Switch, in my opinion. It could it could potentially replace your tablet, like not just your 3DS, but your tablet, your phone, maybe. If Nintendo would really, go ahead and put that type of effort into the system. And as much as I don't really care about achievements, like Alex said, there's a lot of people that do. There's a lot of people that would get on the Switch just to get achievements, or just to check their achievements, or just to kind of compare their achievements to their friends, just for fun or whatever. Because like as much as we talk crap about the Wii U, when I was like, really playing the Wii U, like in 2014, especially 2015, when Xenoblade was out, if I wasn't playing Xenoblade, or me and Alex and Kuuppon, we can all attest to that. When we weren't playing Xenoblade on the Wii U, what were we doing? We were on the Wii U browser looking for guides for Xenoblade. Right. So even when we weren't playing Xenoblade, we were still actively on the Wii U using the interface. And I can't really speak for anyone else but myself, but I would even go on Miiverse and kind of see what other people were posting about Xenoblade, maybe what people found in certain areas. Maybe I was looking for an item or something. Like little stuff like that keeps people on your device. It makes your device a mainstay. It engraves their desire and their need to use your device in their brains. And right. If Nintendo is wise, they would definitely add achievements leaderboards to the Switch whenever they officially launch their online service, because we all know that thing is pretty much non-existent at this point. So
it would actually be smart of them to tie the achievement system to that paid online. Like if you want achievements, you have to pay for the online system. That just gives that system a little more reason to pay for it, even though we all have to. Like, ain't nobody playing the Switch without playing online. Like, just don't stop lying to yourself. But it's gonna be interesting. I think they will probably use the Mario stars as the picture. Yeah. You guys know.
Think about it, like. Out of any of the companies, Nintendo could make the cutest achievement system ever.
They have so many like icons to choose from.
Like when you get an achievement, you hear ding, like the little coin symbol or something, or Zelda something, or anything.
Or you Animal Crossing.
Customizable achievement sounds. That would be fun.
That would be interesting.
You can customize your own achievements. So when you get an achievement,
I think they'll do a good job at it, because
that'll be interesting.
If they've been paying attention to what Xbox and PlayStation have done, I think they could do something pretty cool with achievements.
One thing I will say is this, though: if they do bring an achievement system to the Switch, like even though I don't really care, one thing that I absolutely need them to bring, something I personally care about, is please have a more accurate activity log.
Oh yeah,
that's what I want. I want to see my hours from the second. Like you could on the Wii U and the 3DS. That's the only thing.
Yeah, the way that it's really tracked now is very strange. It's so vague.
Very vague. Just bring over what you had on the Wii U to the Switch. Just the little tracking system, and you're done. And you don't have to even think anymore. That's the only thing I would request, because anything else from the Wii U, no thank you.
But I mean, you don't want achievement noises? You think they get annoying? Depends
you
on
can turn them off, and then
turn...
that's where the customization comes in. You can either turn them off completely. You don't want achievements popping up, turn it off. You want a little picture of Luigi or somebody popping up when you get an achievement, or a star or a coin or something. You can have your own achievement system, like personalized to how you want it set up. And I think Nintendo could do it that way, because they have so many iconic characters and things and sounds and stuff. So they could totally do it like that, and with that they can also add other things.
They can even do stuff like based on the rarity of the achievement has a different sound.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a whole bunch of shit they can do. I'm pretty sure they're going to use the star as the symbol, because that's universal.
Right.
Or the Mario coin, something like that.
Or the Mario coin or something
or
like that.
Or if it's like a really, really, really rare achievement, it can do the da-na-na-na.
Yeah,
like
unlock
the Triforce or something, or a chest.
There's so many options. I think they
just
can do
have a lot of
cool
options
stuff there. But I'm excited.
Yeah.
I want achievements. I think it'll be a good addition, because not only does achievements bring people in and make you play the games longer, it also locks you into their platform. Because once you start getting achievements, you'll want to keep getting more, and then you'll think to yourself, should I buy this here? Should I buy it on my PlayStation? Should I buy my Xbox? You'll lean a little more to the Switch if you've been building up that achievement log, whatever they're going to call it. We don't know yet. But it's cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully they announce it soon. I'm assuming all this stuff
Hopefully.
will launch alongside their online network sometime in 2018. I think that's just gonna bring everything out at once. But we'll see. Let's move on. What do I want to talk about next? You know what? Let's talk about another potential rumor. Smash Brothers for the Wii U and 3DS auto-tagged by YouTube for this week's Nintendo Direct. And we will give our Nintendo Direct predictions later, so this is not about that. But, you know, on YouTube, sometimes on the bottom, or not on the bottom, under the title it says what game the person's playing. Well, on Nintendo's YouTube, for the Direct, the picture went up, and it shows Super Smash Brothers for 3DS and Wii U, and that has a lot of people believing we're going to see Smash Brothers at that Direct. And that's pretty interesting. What do you guys think about this?
Would not be surprised,
I don't
but
know.
my thing is, if they do it, it wouldn't be a surprise. It's not like it's something that it's obvious it should be coming. But if they don't do it, it's like, okay, well, it's not that big a deal, whatever. But I mean, it's not far fetched. It's definitely not far fetched.
I don't think it's far fetched either.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's not far-fetched. Like, we already got Mario Kart. Like,
Right. Like yeah.
And
yeah.
it takes
And
5
Splatoon
years
2
to get
and
a
all
Smash Brothers, so like I'm pretty sure this is.
And what's his name? Keep crying about how it takes him forever to make Smash Brothers. Well, here you go. You can port it. You ain't even gotta make it again. And you can just throw a couple extra characters in there, a few extra little play modes, and you're done. So it's pretty much Smash Brothers Deluxe is coming, guys. Get ready.
Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, we already have a few Wii U games on the system already. You know, we got Mario Kart. Pokken is going to be on there.
Pokken is pretty much just support. Like, I'm pretty sure we'll see a couple more over the lifespan of the Switch.
We're gonna see Bayonetta 2.0 on Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
People crying about her again.
Gotta get that one. I will be really disappointed if we don't get that one. But yeah, like Smash Brothers, we'll see. It's tomorrow.
Yep.
It's gonna be, or it's not. It is tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
what time is it?
Tomorrow
Oh,
at
that's
5
supposed to
our
be the
time.
Japan one. Okay, yeah.
5 p.m. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, 5 our time.
I'll be at work.
I might be able to stream that and do a little reaction to it.
I'll be home, so if you want to stream it together, we can.
Okay, cool.
They'll probably bundle it with a GameCube controller.
Oh my god!
Stop. You know what? I need that controller to die. I'm sick of it.
I'm sick
I hope
of it.
I hope they
that
have no
controller
I hope they
sucks.
have no peripheral for it on the Switch whatsoever. I'm glad right now it's not. But
This Pro controller
It needs
is
to
the
die.
best controller Nintendo's ever made.
If
Hands
you are
down, nothing comes close
if
to
you're
it.
a Smash Bros player, you need to learn how to use the Pro controller or a stick or something.
Yeah.
But you need to shut up about this freaking GameCube controller or whatever the hell, because it's getting irritating.
It's trash.
Yeah.
But
Switch
let's move
controller
on.
is the best.
So I know you guys will be excited for this. I'm not so much, but whatever. Let's talk about it anyways. Metroid Samus Returns. Reviews are
I'm
out,
excited.
and the game is killing it. Nintendo
That's
with
good.
another banger. 47 reviews, sitting at an 88. That's pretty damn good for a 3DS remake game. So
Ooh, that is
Yeah.
nice.
who here is excited? You guys
Give it to
excited for
Nia
some
since
Metroid?
she's
I am very
She
much
is.
looking forward to playing another Metroid that's actually good. Because I did not
I'm pretty
buy.
sure Federation Force scored higher than this, but okay.
I did not. I did not buy Federation Force, and
How
I
dare
don't
you.
care that we're getting a new Metroid game. I'm still not gonna go back and play it, my guy. But
It's time to give Federation Force a chance, guys.
No,
There's so many
sir.
people advocating Federation Force, and I'm just like,
That's
y'all
how
need to
you
stop.
know the game is trash. When people
No,
are
sir.
that,
When
that
people are
desperate.
literally
Yeah.
advocating it. They're like literally out here.
But
When
let me
people
tell
are
you-
that desperate to sell you on a game, it's a bad game.
Let me tell you the reason why some people were advocating, because apparently there's a little Easter egg. And this is a spoiler alert for anybody out there who
Whatever.
wants to play Federation Force or whatever. But there's a little Easter egg or a little hint at the end of Federation Force that Silux, one of the bounty hunters from Prime Hunters, I think he was in one of the other games too, is alive. So he might be like a big factor in like Metroid Prime 4. So
Yeah.
everybody is like, oh, you gotta play this now.
Okay, well I know the spoiler now, so I ain't gotta play. I'm
Yo,
good.
look at this shit. The user score is even lower than the critic score for Federation Force.
Oh my god.
This game is trash. But anyways, where'd it go? Metroid is coming out this Friday, right?
Yep, Friday. I pre-ordered it as soon as they announced it.
Did you get that special edition one?
I got that was the one that comes with the amiibo, right?
I think so.
Because like
I think the North America
no,
one just
it comes with the
soundtrack,
CD.
right?
Yeah, it just comes with the CD.
Europe got a cool one.
Yeah, so I got the one that came with the CD. I mostly bought it for my boyfriend's birthday, but I'm gonna be playing it too. So. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. It looks dope.
Yeah, I was watching like a couple reviews of it today. It actually looks like a good game. I just wish it was on the Switch. That's all.
Yeah, I know.
I don't like the 3DS, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. Apparently, like the 3D actually works really well in this game, so that's cool.
Mercury Steam are the ones who made that Castlevania Lords of Shadow Mirrors of Fate game for the 3DS, and that game, I actually have that game. The 3D in that game is legit, so I'm not surprised.
Fun fact, they are the only developer in history to work on a Metroid and Castlevania game.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
That's crazy, right? Oh my god! Metroidvania! Hey!
Yeah, they are the epitome of
They're the kings of Metroidvania. So they do a good job. Like hopefully Nintendo works with them again, like make something else, bring it back from the dead.
They made a statement saying something about Nintendo making them better developers or something.
Yeah, that was like, they gave Nintendo very high praise. Yeah. They said, like, they understand now why some people only play Nintendo games and why they hold Nintendo to such a high standard. And that Nintendo helped them become better developers. And that while Nintendo is very strict and works them very hard, they came out better for it. Mm-hmm. So, like, they had a lot of positive things to say with their working relationship with Nintendo, and that's good to see. Because, you know, sometimes we hear, like, really bad stories about working with Nintendo, but these guys, they came out looking good. They made a good game with Nintendo, so that's cool. Let's move on to something annoying. This will kind of go into third parties, Switch tax, all this shit.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about two games. First one is Okami HD, a game that was on the Wii. It even had a spin-off secondary game exclusive to the DS. It's coming out this December to PS4, Xbox One, and PC. No Switch version announced. Capcom won't speak about it. There's no kind of inkling that there's a Switch version coming. But if you look at the Twitter after they announced this video of the game, pretty much more than half the comments are people asking where the Switch version is, and like, I'm totally with these people. Like, where the hell is the Switch version? This game was on the Wii. This game was on the DS. Why, oh why, is it not on the Switch? I want a reason, because we know it's not hardware limitations, because this shit ran on the Wii. And the HD version was on the PS3. It's just Capcom being Capcom, very fickle Capcom, doing things no one understands. I just don't get it. This game, like, you have to understand, this game has motion-based controls. You even draw in this game. And out of all these consoles, there's only one with a goddamn touchscreen and motion controls. And it's the one console that's not getting the game. This is so annoying.
To be fair, the PS4 has the touchpad.
No,
and
to
it
be
has
fair,
the
well, that's true. That's fair. That's fair. But the Switch version, you can take it on the go and draw. You can't do that with a PS4.
Like, my God, you have the freaking Joy-Cons and a touch screen, and you just
the Joy-Cons can be used as the brush.
Yeah, and I'm just like sitting here baffled, and I'm just like, okay, because when I heard about it, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get it on the Switch. Then I heard it wasn't on the Switch. I was like, ha, okay, it ain't getting good. I ain't getting it again. I'm not buying it anywhere but the Switch. So if they bring it to the Switch, I'll get it there. But if they don't bring it to the Switch, then I just ain't getting it, because I'm sorry. After playing it on the Wii, with the motion controls, even though they were janky as frick. It was a good experience. It's just, and then I actually had my friend, she has it on the freaking PS2 or whatever, and I played it there. I was just like, it doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. Motion controls is better for it, but this is stupid. This is Capcom.
It's very similar to a Zelda type experience. It's the closest game to a Zelda game without being Zelda.
Yeah. This is Capcom
like,
all over again.
That's generally what anyone who's played this game will tell you. It's very similar to Zelda, and you're talking about putting this game on Xbox,
on everything,
and a PlayStation,
and the PC.
Everything except for the console that has Zelda.
That so technically it seems this game is made for. Like,
right, you know what
it
I'm
was
saying?
made
like,
for the Wii, and
the damn Switch is the ultimate perfect place for Akami HD, and Capcom is just being Capcom. Now, is that to say this won't come to the Switch down the road at 6 months, a year later? No, that it could happen, absolutely. But as of today, September 12, 2017, there is no Switch version announced, and that is a goddamn shame, because we all know, and you can spin it any way you want, it's gonna bomb on the Xbox. And it'll probably do good on the PlayStation, it'll probably be good on the PC, but it's gonna bomb on that damn Xbox, and the Switch gang misses out on an amazing game.
Now, I do have this to say, and I don't believe this, I just have this to say. What if, and I know this isn't a thing, they are holding off on the version for Switch because they have Okami 2, and then they want to add 1. But I don't see why they would do that, and I don't believe it.
See why they would do that.
It's Capcom.
It's Capcom. Like, I'm just saying, if they had to and they wanted to wait and just bundle it all together, great. But I don't believe it.
Who didn't
oh, I know. I said I don't believe it.
On the Switch.
And I said I don't believe it. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I don't believe this at all.
And I don't believe in the devil.
And even if they did have a 2, you still don't have to wait until you're done with 2 to give us this now. So yeah, that's why I don't believe it.
This is just another case of Capcom being Capcom. The same company that didn't get us Mega Man collection.
So Capcom is basically trying to get into trying to go the way of Konami at some point.
I don't know what they're doing.
I think they're trying to go the way of Konami, seriously, because they're the next Konami.
They do good things, like the Revelations port. They're only $20 each, and they actually put some good work into those.
And that's good.
That's good. And then you turn around and you see this. Like, it doesn't
make no sense. It's like, okay, great. Nobody was asking for Resident Evil or Okami, but you couldn't put either. You couldn't put them both on there. Like, you just couldn't.
You can't do it. I don't know. It's just,
and this game shouldn't be hard to port over to the Switch.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. You can't make me believe that this is hard.
It's remade for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. It can be ported to the Switch quite easily. This is not a graphically intensive game.
It is not.
And some other reason, like Capcom has their reason, whatever it is. We'll probably never know why. But,
Keith Noire says they want Resident Evil to sell first.
Well, good luck with that, because not everybody wanted Resident Evil, so I don't know what to tell you.
That's what they said with the Street Fighter, and then Street Fighter sold well. Like, how many times they want to test the waters? Like, honestly.
Right, you can only test it one time before you gotta...
And they already know the Nintendo... And they already know the Nintendo community likes Okami because we bought it on Wii and DS. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I don't want to hear that mess. They stupid. They just don't want money. I don't know. It's just like not bringing Mega Man over.
Like,
they don't want
like money.
There's some games that skip the Switch, and I'm like, okay, I get it. Like stuff like Anthem skipping the Switch, I get it. It's not gonna run on the Switch.
Right.
Oh shit. But this game, there's no excuse.
There's nothing. You can't make me believe.
You can't honestly give me a reason that makes sense for this game not to come over.
Oh, it's too much graphic. Shut up.
Stupid.
There's nothing you can argue that would make me believe that they couldn't bring this over to the Switch. It's just simply put, they didn't want to, and that's that. So
it is what it is. Hopefully, it comes to the Switch eventually, because that's the ideal place to play it.
Yeah, like if it decides to come over, I'll be
taken around with you. That's the way to play. But until
and I
then,
do want to play some Okami again. You know,
I'm not getting Nintendo pissed at Capcom cereal, low key.
Yo, they must
maybe. Yeah, but in what way? And y'all,
Yo,
so
I
y'all
bet,
don't want money because they made you mad?
I bet they were working on the Okami HD port to the Switch, and then Reggie was all like, "Oh, do we need 4 gigs of RAM for this?" And then Capcom got mad and said, "Fuck you."
That's the same reason why we can't see Mega Man anymore either.
Oh goddamn!
Holding shit hostage because you just mad. Like
that's why Nintendo need to just take Mega Man out of Smash Brothers, take Ryu out of Smash
Take him
Brothers.
out.
Take them out. Just suddenly just
Actually, maybe not Ryu because they did give Street Fighter.
True.
Yeah, Ryu can stay, but just take Mega Man out. I don't know if fans will be mad. I'll be mad too. It's the only chance we'll see Mega Man. But take these people out. If they can't bring over their games, take these mofos out of these freaking Smash Brothers and be like, look, you can't bring a game over. We can't see your character. Bye.
Okay, and so we're gonna move on to another game, another similar issue. We're going to be talking about Mystic Bell coming out to the PS4, Xbox One in October. This is from Way Forward Games, the guys that make Shantae. So this game actually looks pretty cool. It's coming out in October for $15. It's been on Steam for 2 years already. So this is being ported over to the PS4 and Xbox One. I don't see why. They don't really play these kind of games, but it is what it is. No mention of a Switch version, and their Twitter is filled with people asking, "Where is the Switch version?" So we're gonna go ahead and look at the Twitter real quick. So the very first question, very first response here is, "I'll wait for the Switch release." They actually responded, "We very much want to bring Mystic to the Switch as soon as Game Maker support is added. You can bet we'll be there." So with this game, it actually turns out that the Nintendo Switch is not able to run it, because whatever program they're using, it doesn't seem to be compatible with the Switch, and that is, to me, absolutely wild. I don't even know what to say.
I don't even understand how, but okay, at least they have it. At least we have a reason.
So I guess it's some sort of engine that they use, or
it's probably some
porting. Who knows?
Weird. I don't know. It's probably some weird kind of
like a stage builder or something.
You think so? Yeah. Well, whatever it is.
I don't know.
Whatever it is, it's definitely not something the Switch probably has, and that's why they were like, "Well, damn,
that's
we
strange,
can't put this
look
game
at this
on there."
It's just like a 16-bit side scroller.
I wonder if they could just maybe kind of rework it and put it on something else, and try some other engine and make it for the Switch.
Yeah.
I know that would be a lot of work, but I mean, I don't know. Just thinking out loud, but
we'll see. Like, hopefully Nintendo reaches out to them and adds whatever support they need, because these guys make good games. I like those Shantae
games.
do.
They really do.
Yeah, they
hopefully
do.
It'll come over. I think Nintendo probably will talk to them, and they'll probably reach out to Nintendo and figure things out, and we'll just see it later down the road. But at least with them, they have a practical reason why it won't come to the Switch, as opposed to just nothing.
Yeah. So I think, like, if this game comes to the Switch eventually, it'll probably be like that other game we're talking about earlier, where it outsells all 3 versions combined.
Right.
Because these kind of games are going to sell well on the Switch.
These are games that sell well on Switch. I don't see them doing very well on.
And Wait For It knows that, because they're big supporters of Nintendo.
PC possibly it'll sell well on PC too, because PC players like to play these games too sometimes.
That's true. Let's move on. What were we gonna talk about? Where did that other thing go? I think I lost it.
Aw, my little niece is crying in the background. She's fine. If you hear her.
Oh yeah, Nintendo, our favorite buddy Reggie.
Oh boy.
Nintendo is making millions of Nintendo Switch units for the holiday. It says production line has multiple choke points.
Sure.
So, this
is this like a I said multiple choke points.
And then you see Reggie looking at that banana. But we all know Nintendo's having stock issues because of the iPhone, which was actually just announced today, iPhone 8, 8S, and the iPhone 8.
Nobody buying that shit.
X,
they got super money.
$1,000. God damn.
No thanks.
Reggie was talking to the Financial Times, and he said this: "I'm going to make millions of these units," because you know Reggie's at the factory building them by hand,
right?
To flow into the marketplace. But what I don't want But I don't know what the demand is going to be, and there is a potential that demand is going to outstrip supply. You mean like how it's been for the first 6 months, Reggie? There is not one choke point. There are multiple choke points. I won't go into any more detail, but it's not just one component. So, they use multiple cell phone parts in the Nintendo Switch, from the memory, some of the other parts inside the processor is a mobile processor. There are several parts that they share with the iPhone, and Apple takes precedence over the Switch because they're a much bigger company than Nintendo. They sell way more iPhones than Nintendo could ever dream of selling Switches.
Mm-hmm.
So when they want the parts, they're getting the parts. That's the way of the world. Apple is the biggest company on the planet. If they want it, they get it. That's just reality. So I thought by now Apple would have sourced all their parts and mass-produced the iPhone because it's coming out next month. But it seems like they're still not done, and they're having problems getting these parts, and hopefully this does iron out before holiday season, because Nintendo has said themselves 80% of their money is made in the holiday season, which is crazy when you think about that. But
right, so they need these Switches
the
out.
holiday season is very important, so obviously they need to get as many Switches made as possible. Now, can you say Nintendo made a mistake by using mobile parts? I guess, but when you're trying to make a hybrid system, what other choice do you have? You have to use mobile parts. You can't use fucking laptop parts. They're going to be too big.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. Like, we all have our Switch, so it doesn't matter to us personally, but they need to make sure they find a way to get these things on store shelves, because they're already going to have more competition this holiday. Sony's going to have several bundles for the PlayStation 4 and Pro. The Xbox One X is launching in November. The Xbox One S is going to have a lot of crazy bundles. Microsoft's already selling it right now for about $200 for the One S. That is a fucking deal. But we'll see. Like, I'm hoping they sort out the inventory. Hopefully Apple will be done mass producing soon. They usually do it all in one go and then just pretend like they have no stock for their iPhone. But like, it is what it is. What would you guys think about this potential shortage during the holidays?
I don't want to say that Nintendo can't afford a shortage during the holidays, because I mean they probably could still do okay. They've been doing okay up to this point, but it wouldn't be in their best interest. Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be in their best interest to miss out on the holiday, especially when they've got, especially since by the holiday they would already have such a really good lineup of games.
Right.
I don't know. I don't really know what else to say, because it's like, how do you fix it? Like, because it's like all of your supply is really just kind of dependent on what somebody else's company is doing.
Yeah, it's being monopolized by another company, and you can't do nothing about it at this point. I don't know, make some backdoor deals or something. Like, let me get a few pieces of those screens or whatever we need, the little parts we need real quick. You know, we'll you know, I don't know, whatever deals y'all gotta make them, but they really should not miss the holiday sales, because that's not gonna be good for them. It's a bad look.
Hopefully they don't go the route of sourcing the same parts from different vendors, because sometimes that can lead to problems. Like let's say they get their screen from 2 different vendors, but vendor A uses higher quality parts. Like, that would be bad. Hopefully they're not have to resort to doing something like that. But we'll see. We will see.
If they do have to get it from another vendor, at least do some research and make sure it's a vendor that's going to have some very good quality parts if you have to make the change.
Definitely you don't want to end up with a Note 7. But,
because you don't want to go from using very quality parts that in your first batch, and then you suddenly have to downgrade. And people are going to notice the difference. They are watching you with a freaking magnifying glass these days. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my Switch looks like this, and this is what the first Switch batch looked like. Oh.
Okay, so we'll see. Holidays coming soon. They got a lot of big games, like Mario's around the corner, Xenoblade's around the corner.
Can't wait, Mario!
So, yeah, those are big, high-profile game, so hopefully they can keep the stock up. But let's move on to main topic time. Nintendo Direct tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific time. Very strange time to have an event in the middle of a workday. But it's going to be featuring the Nintendo Switch and 3DS titles, and it's going to be 45 minutes long. This is a big Direct. This is as long
plenty
as,
of room for some Smash talk.
This is as long as their E3 presentation, is it not?
I mean, yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, thoughts? What do you guys what are you expecting to see here?
Like I said, we'll probably see Smash. If not, it's not that big a deal. Well, there are gonna be talk about 3DS titles, so that's that. I would like to see a port over of Bayonetta 1 and 2 for the Switch, because there's a lot of people missed out on that, and I just want to have it again. Let's see. Oh, I haven't really been thinking. I just kind of like, I just heard Nintendo Direct, like, for what? Like, what? So maybe they'll announce some new titles that we didn't know about for later in the year, or maybe a few little things early next year or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's stuff that's coming to the Switch and the 3DS in the next few months, so I would imagine
so it's some stuff that
2017.
So it's probably some stuff we do already know about that's in there, sprinkled in there, definitely. And then maybe a surprise here or there that we didn't know about, more or less. And that's probably what it's going to pertain to.
I wonder if it's going to be how they're going to pace it, because recently their directs have been like fairly quick.
I hope they do it like they did that last Direct. It was actually pretty good. But if it's like this long, then they're gonna have some sections where they're actually gonna talk in depth about whatever game or something that they have. So, and then they'll go on to other stuff and just kind of do a relay fast mode for like certain 3DS games, hopefully, and move on to the other big title or whatever. Maybe they'll talk a little bit more about No More Heroes, something or others. Something, I don't know.
Okay. Nia, thoughts?
I don't really have predictions, but I know what I would like to see. Well, you know what? I guess I do have some kind of predictions or whatever. I saw that Kamiya retweeted the Direct, so maybe there's something Platinum related going on, and my guess is gonna be either a port of Bayonetta or maybe something Bayonetta related, maybe Smash Brothers. And I saw that somebody else retweeted as well. I forgot it just like that. Dang it. But I think that there's a possibility that we could see something about a Smash Brothers port.
Oh yeah, Wonderful 101 was teased.
Or yeah, Wonderful 101. I saw something that a rumor saying that they're probably gonna be talking about Animal Crossing. So I don't really know how legit that is, but I could really see that happening because it seems like the Switch would be the perfect it would be the perfect opportunity for Nintendo to announce an Animal Crossing game.
Amiibo Festival?
Oh
no, stop.
No, sir.
Oh, thank you.
I would really, really, really like to see. I know, I feel like we've been saying this pretty much almost all the time since 2 or 3 years already. I really, really want a window into whatever Retro Studios is working on, because whatever they're working on, they've been working on it forever and they've yet to announce anything. And I'm just like, okay, so when are you going to show what you're working on? It's probably not going to be at this Direct, but who knows? Nintendo's really random. They show things whenever you don't really expect them to. I don't know, really. The fact that this thing is 45 minutes, it kind of...
I'm shocked it's that long for a regular Direct.
Because, a lot of people are like, well, they're also going to have 3DS stuff. And while that's understandable, what I can say, though, is because we can already kind of feel even if you're not really a 3DS person like that, one thing that you can kind of feel right now is that the 3DS is winding down a whole lot.
Yeah.
So there's not really a whole lot of really big games coming for the 3DS. But we also know that sometimes Nintendo likes to add a lot of filler in their Directs.
Yeah.
But the way that they've been doing their directs this year has been pretty spot on. So if it's the relay style, like how they did, where it's just like the headlines and like they just kind of go through everything, I really don't even know. 45 minutes is a long time. Oh, let me say what I got off topic. Sorry. What I want to see, give me a release date for Xenoblade 2 so I can know when I need to be expecting this game.
Oh, and before we continue, breaking news. This just happened right now. The Nintendo Switch app just got updated, and now you can voice chat while using other apps.
Oh my god, it's still trash.
Nobody wants it, Nintendo. Nintendo, we don't want it. We still don't want it.
I still don't want it though.
So it says here, a new update has gone live for the Nintendo Switch Online app, version 1.1.0. It's live on Android, it'll come out on iOS, blah blah blah. The big improvement with today's update is the voice chat now works while opening other applications and while sleep mode is enabled. The two biggest problems people had with the app. Additionally, the app has improved compatibility with Bluetooth devices. Nintendo took care of some of the issues as well. Nintendo notes that on devices running Android 6 or later, voice chat with standby mode can't be used if the battery saving mode is active. Okay, that's pretty cool. They're actually taking steps to improve this shitty app.
Newsflash, Nintendo, you have it built into the Switch already. Fix it.
I mean,
that's all I gotta say.
I'm not gonna crap on it. I'm not gonna crap on it altogether because Alex makes a great point. That is one of the biggest complaints. That is one of the biggest complaints that people had because it's like, okay, it's already annoying that we have to use an online app just to chat, but at least let the app work.
Mm-hmm.
So if this is gonna
click on other stuff.
Yeah. So if this is what they're gonna do,
you can use it
at
with
least
the
try to make it good.
So that's good.
So I do like this. Do like the fact that they are trying to fix it. So I'll give them that. I'll give them points for that.
Don't let you cross game chat, so you both have to be in the same game. So that's still really dumb. There's stuff to fix still, but at least we know they're actually doing stuff now, so that's good.
Now, if you just migrated all that on over to what it's already on the Switch, that'd be great because have it on the Switch already. It's been proven.
Okay, and for the direct, for what I think we're gonna see, we're gonna see a lot of Mario. That will probably be the focus. I don't think
they're gonna show as much Mario as people think, though.
He'll be there though, but I
know he's gonna be there, but I don't think that they're gonna show as much Mario as people think.
Well, we'll see. But Pokken Tournament, that's coming this month, so that'll have a focus. I think we'll see the Zelda Breath of the Wild DLC. I'm pretty sure.
I totally forgot about that.
Oh my
coming out like next month, right?
Oh yeah.
I think the DLC comes out next month, right? October.
I don't remember. It's gonna be the story DLC.
The story.
Too. Yes,
story
that's
DLC.
what I want. Yes.
So that's gonna be cool. We're finally gonna see more of that. What else will they show us? We'll see Fire Emblem Warriors, which I don't give two shits about, but we'll see more of that.
I don't care. I'm still getting it. Whatever.
NBA 2K18. I think they're going to show the high-profile third-party games, so NBA and FIFA and hopefully the wrestling game. We'll probably see LA Noire. Hopefully Rockstar gets on stage with them. That would be a fucking game changer.
I really want them to really start pushing like third-party games in their direction.
They should.
Yeah.
They'll probably show some more high-profile indie games like Stardew Valley's coming out this year. I think Golf Story, that one had a lot of traction behind it. People were excited about that one. Yeah. There's some good stuff coming to the Switch outside of Nintendo games, and honestly, they should put a spotlight on those.
Yes, they definitely should.
Somebody in the chat just reminded me that ARMS is getting that new character too.
Yeah, ARMS is getting some DLC, so they'll probably show that person. Yeah, because that's how they showed us Twintelle, right? So that's definitely gonna happen. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Bayonetta 1 and 2 port to the Switch. Lesser extent, maybe Wonderful 101. I'm more in the camp of Bayonetta.
Something Platinum related for sure.
Yeah, Platinum
for sure.
Platinum will be there. Kamiya retweeted it. He doesn't retweet it for no reason, so you'll see something. But I'm pretty sure it's Bayonetta because we just had the amiibo. She's a huge character for them now, and I think they're gonna announce Smash. I'm pretty sure they're actually going to show Smash Brothers because
Yeah.
it's not coming this year, but they're going to probably tease
Announce it.
Yeah, and then probably release a few more characters
Probably-
before it does. Maybe.
Yeah.
Matthew Pipe said he hopes that they show a glimpse of the new mainline Fire Emblem. I would love that.
That would be nice.
Maybe.
But
That might
we'll
be too
see.
far out, though.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see. I hope they show us like Kirby and Yoshi because those are coming early 2018. So maybe we'll see a little bit more of those. But yeah, it should be a good show. As far as the 3DS stuff, I don't care. It can burn out a dumpster fire. But as far as the Switch stuff goes, I think we're gonna see a lot of cool shit.
Everybody wants Ike and Fire Emblem. It's like you can't make Fire
It's not
Emblem
going to
and
be
not
in
have
a new
Ike.
Fire Emblem.
You can't have Ike, Fire Emblem without Ike. He's the best.
Not a new Fire Emblem, though.
They
They're
can
going
make
to
a
have
new one
New
and still have
Warriors.
it.
Oh, yeah.
No, he said.
He said in a new Fire Emblem.
No, it's
that
not gonna
wouldn't make
happen.
sense though.
Yeah, he's not going to be in the new one.
Yeah, well, whatever. I don't know what else to expect from this thing. I think it'll be a good show, though. I don't think we'll see any features. I don't think we'll see... Magically, we're going to start getting YouTube streaming and Netflix and all that stuff. I don't think that's going to be at the Direct, but we'll see. I'm expecting a good
I mean,
show.
I'm
it'll
not
be a decent
expecting
show, and it's not going to
features.
be a lot. So let's not get too,
Yeah,
too
it's,
big.
it's just games
It's
that are
just a
coming in the
Direct.
next few months, so it's
Yeah.
hard to get too excited. But Xenoblade
Some people like to
Chronicles,
take it way out of
Xenoblade
proportion.
Chronicles 2, we need the announce date for that, the release
Yeah,
date.
we definitely need that.
Because that should be coming this year,
Yeah.
so where
They
is
kept
it?
saying it's this year,
To be honest,
so
I would be happy if it was just a release date for Xenoblade. I would be
Yeah,
content.
they need to show that. Hopefully they show Sonic Forces and
God.
Rocket League. More Rocket League would be nice to see.
yeah, that'd be nice. Too.
Do we really need to see more Rocket League?
Not really,
Why
but
not?
it,
All the-
I
all
mean,
the
they
hype
should
for
showcase it.
That game's been out forever now.
I guess, but still.
No, not I guess. It has been out forever now. I mean, the only thing that they could show about Rocket League that would be remotely as exciting is if they actually show the Nintendo cars in action. but-
Yeah, what else would they show?
I mean, I don't really feel like that deserves spotlight in the direct.
I mean, if
Yeah,
they
they
do-
showed
if they
us
do,
Mom
they'll
hid
see.
the game. I don't think they have standards for what they show us.
Right?
Game of the year.
It's game of the year. It's
Like you saw a grown man
It's
dying a
fighting,
little inside when he announced that game. Like, come on,
that dude loved it.
he was dying inside. You could see
I
his
want to know
eyes.
when that Morphe's Law game is coming out.
Yeah, that's 2018,
Yeah.
right?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Well, it has to be. Well, I don't know. I don't want to lie. I don't want to
She
lie.
lying to y'all. She lying to y'all.
Okay, I guess that's it for direct stuff. I think we went through all of our topics, so we can just kind of go to the questions now. Unless you guys have any other topics that I totally forgot about. Oh, actually, while they're coming up with questions, this is a really sad day, y'all. I think we've all seen this guy on Twitter before, Fake Kazurai. My favorite guy on Twitter is retiring.
Aww. Why? What happened?
Let's read it. He posted on Twitter today. For over 6 years now, I have been running this Twitter account. I originally started it because I wanted to make jokes about video game news, rumors, and press conferences. But I knew nobody in real life that I have got them. Between then and now, I've somehow managed to gain over 100,000 followers. This has included people in the games media that I read on a daily basis. People who have worked on some of my favorite games, and most importantly, Shuhei Yoshida. It has been, from the very start, a ton of fun, and has been great interacting with people, whether they were well-known names in the industry or random schmucks like me. It's been cool seeing tweets showing up on Reddit and Tumblr and NeoGAF, and even in Sony press conferences. I enjoy seeing everybody's reactions, whether it's positive or negative. I'm still kind of shocked with how well this has gone and how long it has lasted. Recently, though, I have been tweeting a lot less often while I spend plenty of time playing video games. I spend a lot less time following video game news. I don't watch every press conference like I used to, and I'm not normally online when a big story breaks. I also find myself repeating jokes over and over. It turns out there are finite numbers of ways to say nobody wants a Vita, or the Last Guardian / Final Fantasy / Kingdom Hearts has been delayed. I therefore have decided that 2018 will be the last year of this Twitter account. I realize announcing the end this far in advance makes me sound incredibly self-important, but I choose to do this way for a few reasons. One, I want to do the account for one more E3. I also want to give myself time to do a proper ending for this account. I don't want to know what that is. I don't know what that is yet, and I don't want to just let it peter out. I am rubbish at giving up on things, and this announcement will force me to end it. I don't know exactly when it will end, but it will definitely end after E3 2018. Between now and then, I will try to tweet more and often make my tweets a little better too. I want to thank everybody who has followed, replied, liked, and retweeted. I hope that you have enjoyed one or two of my tweets as much as I've enjoyed writing all of them. Many thanks, Fake Kazurai.
Damn, I guess gaming has gotten so trash lately. He can't be bothered to stay online and talk trash about the trash. That's what
devastating.
it is.
That's my favorite
That's
Twitter account.
I love that Twitter.
I love that Twitter account. It gives me so much life when I'm like feeling like when I know shit about games is not right, and he'll post something and I'll be like, oh my god, that's so true.
That is devastating. But okay, I'm gonna look through here for questions now. Let's see. Am I late? Yes, you are. Should Waluigi get a game, and what kind? Waluigi.
I said that Wario and Waluigi need to get a heist game.
Yeah, they need a game together, definitely.
Waluigi and Wario should have games together more often, like anti-hero games, where they don't want to be good guys, but they're forced into be good guys because there's a worse bad guy.
Right.
That shit would be awesome.
I would love a Waluigi.
Like they're the anti-hero.
Exactly, because those dudes are hilarious.
Yeah, like they could just go and just steal stuff. Like that would be pretty legit.
It'd be like Mario would have to earn all these gold coins to go buy shit, and Wario and the Waluigi would laugh at each other, break a window, and steal it.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit like that would be so funny. Let's see. What improvement... Oh, damn it. This thing keeps moving. This is from Matt. What improvements that y'all want to see in the next mainline Zelda game that wasn't in Breath of the Wild?
Improvements? I would like for... Dang, that game was just so good.
Some improvements for Breath of the Wild?
For the next Zelda? Like game mechanic wise?
I mean, they pretty much had it down.
I want to be able to repair our weapons.
Yeah,
I would like that.
Weapons.
Be able to repair weapons and actually and add on to their like food stuff, like make it to where you actually get like I guess products and things in the game to make a weapon. Right. Forging weapons.
Yeah,
I would like
forging weapons.
I would like to be able to forge weapons and stuff and armor and stuff like that. Cool. That would be nice. And maybe breed some animals to get a different horse because I'm sick of those. Because them horses suck.
Less shrines and more temples.
More temples. Yeah. Bring down the shrines a bit. I like the shrines still. I like the shrine still, but just more. I would like less of them.
Because like the beasts were so
dungeons.
cool. I wanted more.
They were cool. Yeah. I liked them, but I wouldn't mind if they actually went back to mostly temples and just have them really intricate, like how the beasts were.
Right.
Yeah. Like give us I would say a mixture of temple and like the shrines and how the beasts were. Like the temple should be how the beasts were, the beast temples or whatever, and then just give us shrines scattered about here and there for like some side questing stuff.
Like being able to change the rooms of the beast is something I would love to see in an actual really temple. Cool. And you know what? They actually had a temple like that in Skyward Sword. It was the I think it was like the final one when you go inside of the goddess statue on freak. What was that island name? I'm drawing a blank.
I can't remember.
Skyloft. That big goddess statue, like they actually had a little panel where you could like change the rooms around, and I think they probably got that idea for how they did temples from
That's
that
probably where
dungeon.
They got that from. Yeah.
I love that. It adds like I don't know. I'm one of the rare Zelda fans that actually likes the puzzles in Zelda. So when you mix the puzzles in the way that you have to excavate the dungeons, to me that was life. I love that. I don't know. That's just me.
Okay.
But everything you guys said is good too. I like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff they can add to that game. While it's an amazing game, there are ports where it's lacking. Like the boss fights are not good.
Oh yeah,
and
yes.
and Ganon, fix that. If he's coming back, coming back. If he actually don't even bring him back.
It was a lot of the bosses though.
Yeah, the main temple bosses, they were not that great.
They weren't.
And,
yeah.
The Ganon
I don't
fight
like.
was not good.
I would like a boss battle to be. I would like a Lionel boss battle because them Lionels are pretty hard.
Was more
I would love
interesting
to have
fight than the bosses, which shouldn't be the case.
Or can we?
I don't like how
fight
the
dragons.
Well, there's one when you fight the dragon, but I didn't like in how in Skyward Sword where all of the beast bosses were just variations of one another.
Oh, but that wasn't really a fight. That was just floating.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, like those were kind of whatever. But that's a point of somewhere to work on. The crafting weapons, repairing weapons, that stuff, forging armor, that stuff could be added. That could be really cool. Yeah,
the story could be told a little bit better. I like how they made it look like memories, but the next one can't be like that.
The storytelling
like, I know why they did it in Breath of the Wild, but I don't prefer it to be like that.
I just hope with the next one that they monopolize on what they have in the world as well as with the story. So that way it'll be more engrossing as it was.
Yeah. Because I'm not going to lie, like when I started to realize that the story elements that we saw, you remember how Kuuppon, when me and you were watching the Switch reveal together and we were crying tears because of how great that Zelda trailer was?
Yeah, they basically told us the story in that.
Yeah.
And then when you play the game, you were just like...
the whole game.
Exactly.
That was the story, yeah. And
so
then you play the game and you're like...
Yeah. And then you play the game and you realize that the story.
You don't care about the story.
Memories.
You just want to play the game.
Like the story is just her memories. It's like I wish there was an actual story, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I had it.
Okay, let's see.
Like the story, I wish it was happening.
It was actually happening, and then they go like we get to go back in time type of deal and relive that area, and then we get to come forward and continue on with our story or something.
I'm looking forward to that story DLC though.
I hope it's something good. I know it's about Zelda.
Okay, how would you react to them announcing MDK3 at the Direct?
Huh? MDK3?
What is MDK?
MDK3? Is that a acronym for something?
I guess.
It must be. I don't know what that is.
MDK3.
I'm trying to
Mario versus Donkey Kong?
MDK.
I don't know.
I don't know what that is. Well, let's move on.
Well,
Question:
okay.
How do you feel if Nintendo releases Bayonetta 3 exclusively on the Switch?
That would be good.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I don't care where it goes. That's where I'm getting it.
I'm getting it wherever it's at, but if it comes to the Switch, great.
If it comes to the Switch, even better. As long as it's 60 FPS.
Yes.
Let's see.
He said the game is literally called MDK. I've never heard of that game.
I've never heard of that game.
Okay. I don't know what that game is.
I'm sorry.
Let me search it up real quick. MDK.
Yeah, let's look at it.
Oh. Isn't this a PC game though? It's got a dog and a scientist and some sort of robot. I never played this before.
Looks a little okay. Wait.
So my reaction would be, I have no connection to this game.
Yeah,
that would be my reaction.
Haven't played 1 or 2, so sorry.
Alex loves fake stuff. No, not surprising. He likes wrestling. Wrestling's amazing. Let's see.
It's also fake.
So are video games. Did y'all hear that Nintendo's recontinuing the SNES Classic in 2018? Yes, we talked about that earlier. Clearly, you left to another podcast while we were talking about it. Alex, do you think that the Nintendo Switch, Nintendo needs to come out with Conduit 3 and Red Steel 3 already? I think Conduit 3 is out of the question because they make other stuff now.
They're not interested in making console games at all anymore.
Yeah, don't they make like cell phone games now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they're gone. But Red Steel 3 is possible. That's Ubisoft, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a possibility.
You know, they're
That'd be
still
cool.
down to collaborate with Nintendo to make games, so
Yeah,
I feel like that's even more possible now.
Yeah, well, it depends if this Mario Rabbids game sells well. But yeah, hopefully they do, because like Ubisoft and Nintendo can make some cool stuff happen. Hopefully they bring Prince of Persia back. Let's see. No Bayonetta 3 needs to come to Xbox One X. Why? It would die there. Alex, blah, blah, blah. Should they have a Monster Hunter style Pokemon game?
A Monster Hunter? No, that's a massacre.
Nah,
No.
let them be their own thing. Like Monster
Yeah.
Hunter, the reason people like Monster Hunter is because of the reason that type of gameplay. So I don't think they would like it if it translated over to turn-based fighting like Pokemon. There's no reason for Platinum to keep exclusive. Why are you still talking about Xbox? Bayonetta 3 is for all platforms would be great. Yes, it would. I agree with you. But if it is for the Switch, that's where I would buy it. Unlike the fake Bayonetta fans, who wouldn't buy it on the Wii U. Let's continue.
Oh.
If it's because Hashimoto loves working with Nintendo, yeah. Okay. For me, Breath of the Wild is about the story. Blah blah blah. I don't see any other questions here. Should Nintendo buy Roman Reigns? Why?
Whoa, no.
What would they do with him?
How do you buy a person?
Will Fire Emblem Warriors have jiggle physics on his character Carmilla? I have not seen much jiggle physics in that game from what we've seen so far.
What game?
Everything looks pretty stiff on Fire Emblem Warriors.
Oh no, I haven't seen too, but I saw a few little jiggles here and there, but nothing major.
I think they need to
just
add
your
some
typical
more jiggle
Japanese,
physics.
just your typical Japanese minimal jiggle
Yeah,
physics.
because we have HD Rumble now. It's just supposed to take jiggle physics
So
to the next level.
they totally have HD Rumble. So when you
Yeah.
shake
That was the whole reason they named
Joy-Cons,
it.
yeah, you should see some jiggle phases, but you know they dropped the ball on
You're supposed
that.
to feel the jiggle physics now.
You're supposed to be able to feel all of it.
That's hilarious.
Question: how would you feel about a GTA type game starring Wario and Waluigi? Yo, that would be the hypest shit.
That would be
That's what I'm
hype,
saying. Get a heist game going with Wario and Waluigi. There you go.
And let
That'd be-
Rockstar make it too.
Oh, that
Yeah.
would be so funny.
I would laugh if that was something that they were thinking of doing.
Oh my god, that would be
I
amazing.
would say let the Saints Row people do it, but they would probably be way too out there.
I actually would rather the Saints Row people do
The
it, but
Saints
yeah.
Row people would just really take it to a whole other
And that's the only reason I say Saints Row guys, because they would literally go off the cuff with it, because they would be like, yeah, it'll be a whole nother thing. It'll be
I'd
interesting.
rather have Rockstar make it, but,
But Rockstar,
whatever. Rockstar can make some amazing games. A Wario, Waluigi, Grand Theft Auto style game, I think that would be amazing. And I think that would probably sell gangbusters too. Okay, what do you see here?
There we go with that time thing on the Switch. Erica is like, my Switch says I played Mario Rabbids over 40 hours. What?
Yeah, it doesn't track your time properly.
It doesn't track the time right. It's just like, what?
Okay, what Mario sports games would you like to see return, and what new ones would you like to see?
I don't think I've ever played a Mario sports game, to be
I played
honest.
the Mario soccer
Me either.
game, Strikers. That was pretty fun. But I've always been a fan of Mario Golf. And I really like Mario Tennis, except for the Wii U one. So if they could bring both of those back, I'd be happy.
Yeah, I haven't played any, so
And
it doesn't
as far
matter.
as a new one, if they could make a Nintendo-themed football game, I think a lot of people would like that. Or soccer. But they already got FIFA, so I don't know if they want to step on EA's toes. Unless they get EA to make it, then that would be even better. What if Reggie returns to Pizza Hut? Then I'd be very happy. Let's see. Would anyone like to see Daisy get her own game? Nah.
No.
She sucks. Let's see. What else is on here?
The only Nintendo princess I want to get her own game is freaking Zelda.
Yep. Peach 2, she had a game. Apparently it was not bad.
Oh, the Super Princess Peach or something?
Yeah. Where she
Yeah,
has her own island and has special powers based on
Yeah,
her,
that was cute.
strange behavior. But yeah, I would love a Zelda game actually based around Zelda, where you play as Zelda.
I want like a Ninja Gaiden type game
where you're
of she was chic.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that'd
still
be
want
cool.
that.
What are your thoughts about Nintendo confirming that Mario is no longer a plumber?
I mean, people gotta ascend at some point. Y'all can't expect this man to be in the same place he was 30 years ago. This man, he has to grow.
You
You
know
know what I'm
what?
saying?
Fun
People
fact.
have to reach higher things.
This is a fun fact, and this is actually true. You can go ahead and ask him after the podcast. Just tweet him. Real Gamer became a plumber because he knew Mario was a plumber.
No way. Shut up.
It's true.
No, he didn't.
He did.
Oh my god. So it was like a childhood dream. I want to be
It's
like
his childhood
Mario.
dream. So he was devastated when he found out Mario gave up plumbing. That is obviously not
Okay, I'm
true.
sorry, guys. I'm sorry, I need to interject, but I was actually reading some of the comments, some of the tweets that were responded back to the Okami thing, and this shit is hilarious.
I told you. Most
Oh
of the
my
comments are
God.
like, "Where the hell's the Switch version?"
Dudes are like, no Switch, no buy.
Yeah.
This one dude was like, wait, hold on, I have to read this one. Where was he? He's like, if only there was a system with a touch screen for the drawing mechanic, and where there are a lot of fans of Zelda, like, no such thing.
No such thing like that exists.
That's
Right?
hilarious.
It's
You're on the Capcom page?
Yeah, I'm on the
Yeah,
Capcom
it's on their Twitter page.
on their Twitter page, and it's just a bunch of comments like, I wonder where that system is that has like touchscreen and also has, you know, motion controls. Like, everybody is just bragging on them about it. They're like, yeah, not buying it. If it ain't on the Switch, I ain't getting it. Wow.
Ooh, how about a
Well, there
Mario boxing game? I
Oh,
don't know if
that'd
they
be nice.
would do that because they just brought out ARMS.
Yeah, that
And they're
makes sense.
probably at some point going to bring out Little Mac for his new game. So I don't think that would happen. Should Nintendo make a Canadian studio? Yes, they should. Is PewDiePie...
They need more Western studios in general.
They do. They should have more studios in the West that make really good games. Is PewDiePie racist? I don't know if we're going to get into that, but... I don't
He
know.
made an apology. Go watch his video.
He made an apology video. I watched it. I was like, that looks like somebody wrote it for him, and he's just reading it.
Yeah, that's whatever. I don't care what that dude does. Like, he's not.
Like, I look at it this way. You guys live in a country where your president is a racist and incites race wars. So what are you worried about a YouTuber for?
Right.
That's just
Yeah,
how I see it. But
And
that's
he's
just
Sweden
me.
anyway, so I don't. You know, there's that.
Let's see. Let's move
Swedish,
on. But
Sweden,
is
I
he?
don't know.
We'll never know because we don't know him personally. But it sure does look like it. Let's see. What else is there? How difficult was it putting down Paper Mario Color Splash? I heard quitting that game was equivalent to quitting heroin. What?
Can we not be trolls? Like legit?
That game is like pretty funny, but it's also like boring. That game gets really repetitive.
Like the gameplay is
Yeah.
like not up to snuff.
Are you going to be seeing that Last Jedi? Oh, fuck yeah! I'm gonna be watching Last Jedi. That comes out Christmas Day. I'm gonna go there before having Christmas dinner. Are you guys watching Last Jedi?
The who?
Star Wars.
No.
Jesus. Okay, a Mario F first-person shooter with Mario launchers, gold coins, and attack Yoshis. That sounds like a cell phone game.
Right.
You want to see a Toad/Ghost Recon? What? Let's see. Is Sega actually a good company? Not really, but they own some good companies that make games for them and they take credit for it. If you play games that you don't hear that language all the time, you must be new. Yeah. That looks like that's it. I guess we're gonna get out of here. And we'll be back next week. I don't know if we're doing anything else this week. Oh, you guys are gonna stream the direct tomorrow or what?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna
So go
we'll
watch.
be live.
Go watch Kuuppon and Mia. They'll be streaming the direct. I'll be at work, so I'll have to watch it later. But that's about it. We'll see you next week. Maybe we'll have Mario Kart up Monday. I'm not sure. If these two would actually play Mario Kart, we might actually play it. I don't know.
Oh my god, Alex.
Yeah, it's our fault.
If somebody could get off the fucking Monster Hunter knockoff game for one day.
Chill, bro.
But other than that, we're going to get out of here, and we will see you next week, y'all. Follow us on Twitter and our YouTube channels. They'll be in the description. Join our Discord. It's right here. I'll show you. You can see Ooh, look at this Discord, guys. Amazing. We have a lot of fun in here, so join that. It's in the description as well. Feel free to join. We're always chatting in there, having some fun. But other than that, we're gonna get out of here. So I will talk to you guys later. Why don't you guys say goodbye?
Bye.
Later.
All right. See.